Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to discuss a deeply troubling issue, the alarming actions of the Bangladesh police, actions that many are comparing to genocide. Recent events have painted a grim picture, and it's time we delve into the details. Over the past few months, Bangladesh has witnessed a series of violent incidents involving the police. These incidents have led to numerous deaths and mass arrests, causing widespread fear and outrage among the population. Let's start by looking at some specific cases that highlight the severity of the situation. On July 23, 2024, Abu Saeed, a young man with a promising future, tragically lost his life. According to reports, he was shot by police during a raid. The police claim he was armed and dangerous, but eyewitnesses and known facts contradict this. The Daily Star reported that the police's first information report, FIR, runs counter to known facts, raising serious concerns about the integrity and intentions of law enforcement. This tragic event is not an isolated incident, but part of a larger pattern of police brutality and excessive force. In another shocking development, over 1,100 individuals were recently arrested in massive police raids conducted under the pretext of maintaining law and order. However, these raids appear more like an attempt to suppress dissent and instill fear among the populace. The sheer scale of these arrests has raised international concerns about the rights of the detainees and the conditions in which they are being held. Human rights organizations have documented numerous instances of abuse and torture in custody, further highlighting the dire situation. During a protest demanding fair quotas in government jobs, 2 individuals were killed in a clash with the police, with a 17-year-old student among the victims. The violent response from the police to largely peaceful protests has been widely condemned. Amnesty International reported that the police used unlawful force, including firing rubber bullets and tear gas at protesters, some of whom were sitting peacefully. The use of tear gas, especially in enclosed areas like university campuses, has led to numerous injuries and exacerbated tensions between the protesters and law enforcement. One particularly harrowing incident involved Sheikh Asabul Yamin, a student at the Military Institute of Science and Technology. Videos verified by Amnesty International showed police officers dragging Yamin's unconscious body, with no attempt to provide medical aid. He later succumbed to his injuries, believed to be caused by birdshot pellets. Such incidents are a stark reminder of the excessive and often lethal force used by the police against unarmed civilians. The police have also been documented using tear gas, rubber bullets, and live ammunition against protesters. In one instance, an officer fired tear gas through a closed gate at Brack University, causing injuries to at least 30 people. The use of firearms, including assault rifles, has been recorded, further escalating the violence. The indiscriminate use of such weapons against civilians has led to numerous fatalities, and has been widely condemned by international human rights organizations. International human rights organizations, including Amnesty International, have condemned these actions, urging the Bangladesh government to hold the police accountable and ensure justice for the victims. The UN has also called for an immediate end to the violent crackdown and for the restoration of internet access across the country. The government's response, however, has been largely dismissive, with officials often justifying the use of force as necessary to maintain law and order. The actions of the Bangladesh police are not just isolated incidents of brutality, but are part of a broader pattern of suppression under Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's government. The crackdown on dissent, media censorship, and the use of force against political opponents have been increasing over the years, leading to a shrinking space for democracy and human rights in Bangladesh. The government's tactics include arbitrary arrests, enforced disappearances, and the use of legal provisions to silence critics, all of which have contributed to a climate of fear and repression. These actions by the police have led many to describe them as a form of genocide. Genocide is defined as the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group, with the aim of destroying that group. The systematic targeting of protesters and dissenters by the Bangladesh police, often with lethal force, fits this definition alarmingly well. The international community must recognize the gravity of the situation and take action to hold the Bangladesh government accountable for these gross human rights violations. The people of Bangladesh deserve to live in a society where their rights are respected. It is crucial for the international community to stand in solidarity with the victims and demand accountability from the authorities. The alarming actions of the Bangladesh police must be stopped, and justice must be served for those who have suffered. The government must also take immediate steps to ensure that law enforcement agencies adhere to international human rights standards and refrain from using excessive force against civilians. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's raise our voices for justice and ensure that the stories of these victims are not forgotten. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong.